Need more slime? Well, check this out. What's up, everybody? It's Broken Bones here, and welcome to Redstone in a Box. Today we're going to be showing you how to build this really cool optimized slime farm. This farm uses the iron golems to attract the slime to the edge, which they go ahead and fall to their death inside this magma block area right here, which, as you can see, they take damage very quickly and they die almost instantly. And the cool thing is that these big slimes take instant damage and they die instantly because there's absolutely no water down here all the time. Most slime farms have a water ring that go around the outside and collect the slime and bring them into the corners to kill them. Now, this, as you can see, kills the slime much more quickly, which is the key thing to a slime farm, is kill the mobs quickly. Now, the other thing is that we don't have any minecarts here to collect anything. We just have hoppers. But the issue is that we need a way for the items to come into the hoppers, because as you can see, they get stuck on the area over here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and lift that up, and it brings water into the side, which, as you can see, this side's going to go ahead and flow here in just a minute and bring all of these items into the hoppers just like that, which is quite awesome. And as you can see, that'll work in the new aquatic update too. That should work just fine. And as you can see, everything dies off very, very quickly, and everything comes off of the layers very, very fast. And the fact that we're using slabs means that we can actually compress this farm down. We can actually get more layers in per the layer, because we have to stop at Y40, and so that means we can actually compress how many spawning layers we get in, which actually makes this farm even more efficient. So to get things started, let's go ahead and check out our redstone in a box. So what we have over here is we have ourselves 42 hoppers, 2 droppers, 2 observers, 6 sticky pistons, 38 redstone dust, 6 repeaters, 6 comparators, 2 water buckets, a redstone block, 20 slime blocks, 40 melons, a stack in 20 magma blocks, a stack of items of your choice for a hopper clock, 4 chests, 12 pumpkins, and 48 blocks of iron. These are for your iron golems. Over here you have 49.5 stacks of slabs. Also over here you have yourself 2 stacks of torches, 6.5 stacks of glass, and then you have 5 stacks and 44 oak fences, 48 end rods, and 4 stacks and 52 blocks of your choice. So to get things started, obviously you're going to have to find a chunk in your world that spawns slimes. And how you do that is you go to chunkfinder.com, and I'll go ahead and include that link down in the description. And basically what it does is it shows you in whatever edition you're playing in where slimes will spawn in your world. Now what you're going to have to do is look at the coordinates that it provides you. Now Chunk Finder, I believe it's Chunk Finder or Chunk Base, it provides the coordinates on the northern and western sides of your chunk. So the coordinates on the southern and eastern sides of your chunk are not valid, so don't worry about that. The coordinates on the graph on Chunk Finder coordinate to the northern sides and the western sides of your chunk. So what you need to do is you need to go ahead and lay out your area on flat ground up here on the surface, and once you have that laid out, then what you're going to do is we're going to go ahead and come down here and show you what to do. You're going to go ahead and once you have your 16 by 16 chunk laid out, okay, you're going to take that chunk out and you're going to come out by 1 block on either side. It doesn't matter if this is north, south, east, or west. It simply doesn't matter. As long as it's on both sides, you're going to extend the wall out by 1 block, which is this area right here. And the reason for that is because slimes will not spawn here if you have a wall block right here. They need an air block next to them in order to spawn right here. So that actually would take away the spawning space if you were to put the wall right up next to the area. Now, the other reason why you need a slab here is because we don't want them falling off the sides. We want them falling off near the iron golems over here so they can fall down to their death on top of the magma blocks. So next what you're going to do is you're going to add the 2 extra blocks on one side. So that's going to make this farm 18 wide for one of your dimensions. Now it's 16 wide right here in the middle, plus 3 extra blocks on both sides. So that's plus 6 extra blocks. So that's a 16 plus 6, which is 22. So you're going to dig out a giant hole that's 18 wide by 22 with your slime chunk in the direct center. Once you dig your farm down to Y6, you can go ahead and replace your floor blocks with whatever block you like. I just chose stone because it looked halfway decent. And as you notice, I've also replaced all of my wall blocks with smooth stone. That should be fairly easy if you're using a silk touch pick. Even if you don't have a silk touch pick, you can have a smelter upstairs waiting, smelting up stone for you. So you can go ahead and replace a stone on your way down while you're digging out the farm. So once you have this down here, next you're going to go ahead and start placing in all of your layers. These layers go up every 3 blocks, so just like this, 1, 2, 3, and you'll notice that that is the top layer of this block, which is a spawnable layer. It's not actually a half slab like it would be down here. If it was like that, that is a non-spawnable surface. You need to make sure that they are on the top side of your block so mobs can spawn on them. So every 3 blocks, just like this, you're going to have another floor. So again, if you were to go up another 3, just like this, so that leaves a 2.5 block airspace in between each of one of your floors. You need to go ahead and build up 11 more platforms minus this bottom one. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more platforms that you need to put in. And then once you put these platforms in, okay, from the edges of your spawn chunk, okay, I'm not going to the wall, from the edges of your spawn chunk, you're going to come off the wall by 2 blocks and be placing in torches just like this on each side, and you're going to have a block gap in the middle just like this. The way that you do that is you come off here by 5 blocks, come over by 2, place a torch, come over by 5 blocks, come over 2, place a torch. That's how you do that pattern on all the layers. Here in the middle, you actually have 4 blocks that is the middle. You can place these torches here and there. It doesn't really matter. It can go in any one of 4 of those blocks. It might actually get you if you have OCD. You might want to go ahead and do it diagonally or whatever you want. But having more torches does lower the number of spawning spaces. So the maximum that you really need is only just 1, and that'll provide more spawning spaces for the slimes. So just go ahead and use 1 torch. You cannot use jack-o'-lanterns in this farm due to the fact that we have a half slab spawning space. So if you had jack-o'-lanterns in here, the slimes would actually get trapped inside the farm, which we don't actually want. So you need to go ahead and put these platforms in, get your torches all laid out, and get those all the way in, all the way down to the bottom. Once you have all of your platforms in, you're going to go ahead and come down to the bottom, and I've removed some of the blocks here just for the demonstration to make it easier for you guys to see. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and place in your magma blocks, which are going to go out 3 blocks away from your spawning platform where your chunk is. And you're going to place in hoppers right next to your slime chunk going all the way down the line. Now as you can see, they're going to point down in this direction, pointing at this chest right here, which as you can see, this slime farm is actually quite efficient. It fills up quite rapidly. And over here we have the same thing going on. Our chest is actually completely full now. So pretty much what you want to do is just run those hoppers all the way down in next to your slime chunk, and then right outside of those hoppers you're going to go ahead and place in 2 rows of magma blocks. Once you've got all your magma blocks in and all your hoppers, go ahead and come up to the top layer of your farm. And what you're going to do is you're going to head over here at head level and dig out this 6 wide gap in the wall with a 2 wide gap in the center of that one. This is where your iron golems are going to be going. You're going to dig that out all the way down to the bottom. And the first golem you're going to place in is this one. I would go ahead and dig this area out first and put this golem in so that all of your slimes are attracted to the side so that we'll all die right here while you're digging this out. While you're digging this out, the slimes will die and the slime balls will accumulate down here so that you guys can collect all those slime balls to make all of these slime blocks for this part. So go ahead and get started and start digging this part out. Once your channel is all dug out, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and come to the bottom layer, and just like it is right here where the iron golem is right sitting on your head level blocks right here, you're going to go ahead and come up 2 floors and do the same thing. As you can see, he's sitting on the head level right there. So this level, he's sitting right there looking at him, and then the next level, he's right there at head level. So every other level, the floor for the iron golem is right there at head level. So as you can see, every other floor you go up, the floor blocks are right there at head level. So that never changes. Every other floor is just the same. So go ahead and put all of your iron golems in. You should have 6 per side. What you're going to want to do to put these guys in is we're going to go ahead and remove these fences here really quickly just for demonstration. Let's go ahead and get those in my inventory here. So what you're going to want to do to spawn this golem in is you're going to want to remove these 2 blocks right here at least, so that way this guy doesn't suffocate. Alright, so then you're going to go ahead and get your iron blocks, just like this. Let's go ahead and kill this guy, and I'll get him out of here so we can go ahead and show you guys how to spawn one of these in. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and get rid of this guy. Let's go ahead and kill him off. Shouldn't take too long. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and get our iron blocks. What you're going to do is you're going to come to the side that you dug out, just like this. Place a temporary block there in the back to get you a block out here like this. You're going to come up one like that, one out to the side, and one over just like this, and then place yourself a pumpkin on top, and that'll spawn you in an iron golem just like this right there. And all you got to do is push him back into the area back here. If we can get in, let's see here. There we go. Push him back in there on top of his platform just like that. There you go. And that'll go ahead and complete that up. Now we're going to go ahead and place back our fences. Now, what you're going to want to do there is you're going to want to make sure that you have this layer of fence in when you put that iron golem in there. So now, before you place the other iron golems in, you're going to go ahead and build up 2 high right here, 2 high right here, place in your end rods like that, so that none of the slimes get stuck on the edge. Then you're going to go ahead and do another 4 layers of fences, 6 wide across. That's going to be where your next iron golem goes. So again, you're going to go up by 2 on the sides, 2 on the sides, put your end rods in, and then your iron golem goes right in there. Once you're done with that, you come up by 4 more layers of fences, 6 wide, put your iron golem in, then come up by 2, put your end rods in, come up by another 4. You repeat this process over and over and over again until you get to the very top, and I recommend putting that very top layer in so when the slimes come over, they can't really get stuck on any ledges. Having this seamless all the way down, make sure that none of the slimes gets caught on the edge and they all fall down here to the bottom. However, there is a slight chance that baby slimes can get through these bars right here, right through this gap, which is why we have these magma blocks here, so even if they do get through, they still die. Also, on the bottom layer, you're going to have to move your torches away from the edge to make way for the water flowing through. So once you've got all of your iron golems in place all the way up just like this, next is to go ahead and start putting in the water system and the redstone that goes around in the back. And to do that, I'm going to be taking that demonstration out to a open testing world where I can show you guys out in the open, because this is too cramped in here to show you guys how to build this. So basically, I'm just going to go ahead and showcase it really quick. You got your standard etho hopper clock, which gets a observer detection out the side. And both sides are mirrored where they come down into this circuit right here with a comparator pulse extender, which 2 pistons lift up, allowing the slime blocks to release the water, which flushes the items into the hopper, which brings the items down into the chest. So, and every 2 minutes that goes back and forth, because we got about a stack of items in there. Takes about an item and a minute for the items to go one way, and then about a minute for them to go back. And as you can see, it takes an output from both sides. So every minute one side goes, so that's going, and then the next minute that side will go, and then another minute that side will go. So let's go ahead and take this demonstration out to an open testing world where I can show you guys how to build this part. So your slime farm should be looking a little bit like this now, because you guys don't have any of the slime blocks in place or nothing like that. You guys should have your iron golems going up the side with this design coming down all the way just like this. This should look pretty familiar to you guys right now. And also we have our chest coming out the side over here, so that's where that's at. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get our water in place. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and grab our water buckets here and show you guys how this is done. So by this time, you guys should have been able to collect enough slime balls from all the slimes coming over to the iron golems and dying to go ahead and get the enough slime blocks to go ahead and build this part. So what you're going to do is we're going to need to do a little bit of digging now. You're going to go ahead and dig these 2 blocks out right there and go ahead and extend that back. And then over here on this side, you're going to go ahead and extend these 3 blocks up over here like this all the way down the line. You're going to do that on both sides of the farm, on that side as well, and on that side. Once you have your walls dug out like this, and you've dug that area back just a few blocks, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and come right over here, and you're going to take these row of blocks out as well. And right here in the center of your farm, you're going to come right out to the edge over here on these magma blocks and place in 2 sticky pistons just like that. You're going to grab your slime blocks, go ahead and bring these out all the way out to the edge of the farm, minus that last block right there. You're going to go ahead and place a block of your choice. On the inside here, you're going to place 2 magma blocks like that. Some more slime blocks over here on this side, just like this. There we go. Alright, then another block of your choice. Down below here, you're going to need to go ahead and place in a block of your choice there. And also an immovable block, I've chosen melons to go underneath here. So you're going to have to do that too. Go ahead and clean that all up just like that. There we go. And I believe, are we good underneath here too? So we're not good underneath there. We need to go ahead and put blocks there as well. Go ahead and get that all done up. Alright, so next what we need to do after that, we need to go ahead and get ourselves a little water trough put in. So we're going to go ahead and build ourselves a little trough. So we're going to go ahead and put ourselves blocks in just like this and carry these two lines all the way down the farm on both sides. So once you have your troughs all in, make sure to go ahead and come down to the end and not only cap this block, but also cap the end of your slime block road just like this. When that lifts up, it's going to allow water to flow through, which water will flow right out there onto all of your redstone, which is what we're about to hook up right now. So what we need to do now is we need to go ahead and come over here to the front where your pistons are. You're going to go and break these two blocks out like that and place blocks underneath your pistons. Now, the sea lanterns that I have here on my world represent where your bedrock layer would be in your world, so there should be no reason to go ahead and remove bedrock. I've kept that in mind, and redstone goes down all back here. So once you have those blocks in underneath your pistons, you're going to go ahead and close that back up. Now this is going to be the same on both sides, so you're going to mirror this. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and come right over here, and on the side where your chests are at, you're going to have an area for your circuit, which is going to be one block above your bedrock, just like that. So you can go ahead and dig this whole area out here with iron blocks. You can dig that out to that level down here to your iron blocks, just like this. So now what we need to do is we need to go ahead and wire this up. So let's go ahead and grab our redstone stuff. We're going to grab ourselves a comparator, a repeater, and just that right there. So let's go ahead and throw ourselves a comparator into this block right there, just like that, facing in that direction. We're going to throw another comparator facing just like that in that direction. Throw a redstone dust there, there, and there, and one back here. You're going to place in a block right there, and then a repeater facing into that one. That is all that done. That is the redstone that makes that work. So that's very, very simple. Over here, you're going to throw in a repeater that's on 2 ticks. You're going to bring redstone dust all the way back to here, and you should count 15 exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and actually we're going to go ahead and go just like that. So we're going to go ahead and 15 just like that. Alright, so there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, and you go ahead and bring that redstone around too. Once you have your redstone coming around on both sides, next you're going to go ahead and place in an observer just like this on the catty corner to your redstone like that, because you're going to be placing a block right there. But don't do that just yet, because this is going to get a bunch of updates right now. So go ahead and place in yourself a repeater just like that with some redstone right there. You're going to do the same thing to this one. Go ahead and place an observer in this direction, catty corner to your redstone. Place in a repeater just like that with some more redstone dust right there. So what we're going to do now is that's going to have a sticky piston on it with a redstone block just like this. You're going to go ahead and grab a block of your choice just like this. Place that on the side of that redstone just like that. Now you're going to go ahead and grab a comparator just like this right there. And then you're going to go ahead and do the same thing right there. That's going to go into a block right there with a sticky piston facing in this direction from that point. Alright, so in these last 2 blocks right here, you're going to go ahead and grab a hopper, face it downwards just like that, face that one into this one, break this one, and face it back into that one. Grab 2 droppers and face those on top of the hoppers to get rid of the lag. And then you can go ahead and place 64 items inside of this hopper of your choice. It doesn't matter what they are, and that'll go ahead and get the whole system started. So now what we need to do is place blocks in front of our observers right here and right here, and you should see that that makes the entire system work. So every minute or so you're going to see that these lift up, which should let the water through. So let's go ahead and grab our water. Let's go ahead and get ready to fill up our troughs. So go ahead and do that, and just fill these troughs up all the way across. You should see that once you finally hook up to your system, that every once in a while you should see that your water does drain out just like this, only for a few seconds, and then it should do it to the other side in the next revolution. Once you've verified that both sides of your farm are now functional, what you need to do is go ahead and button them up. So we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some melon blocks and our blocks of choice right over here, and some magma blocks too. So let's go ahead and grab these here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 magma blocks right up here just like that, on top of here and here. And then up here, we're also going to be putting melon blocks just like this. We're going to be putting melon blocks all along here just like that, and then also along here in here just like that. Now over here you don't need melon blocks because this isn't a requirement right there. You can actually just place whatever block of choice you like, and right there too you can place whatever block you like. But anywhere the slime blocks are going to be touching, you are going to need a melon block just like that, an immovable block. So go ahead and place these all in just like that. Go ahead and place these all the way across, and then you can go ahead and place these up top too just like that. There we go. And then place in our blocks of choice here, here, and here. Oop, right there. There we go. All right, and then that is it done. That is the entire slime farm done, guys. Very, very simple, very, very efficient, works every time. So you're going to go ahead and do that to both sides of your farm. Once you have that mocked up on both sides, next you need to go ahead and grab what's left of your torches and go ahead and place these in the corners right there and right there, just like that. Like I was saying earlier in the video, because the water flows out, we're going to have to bring the torches in one more block away from the edge, which makes it to where zombies can actually spawn in this area. So we're going to have to place torches right here on the corners, which gets rid of all the spawns out here, which takes care of that problem. So also we need to take torches and light up the back area around back. You need to put redstone or torches around all of your redstone like this to get rid of all the lighting updates. Also prevents mobs from spawning here in the back. Last thing you need here on your farm is a creeper explosion. So make sure you place torches all down just like this. Also down back here in the back area where these slime blocks lift up, you're going to have a transparent area. You may want to throw some blocks of choice in there if you like. You can go ahead and throw melons in there too if you like, and they can be right up against the slime blocks because they don't move. But if you're going to be placing blocks of choice, they have to be backed by one block just like that. So you can do that on both sides if you like. And the very last thing you need to do to make your farm really efficient is do all of your cave lighting. I know most of you guys are going to hate me down in the comment section for this, for telling you guys to do cave lighting, but with any mob farm, this is what's going to make it perform the best, is getting rid of any of the spawning spaces from your local area. Now, you're going to make sure that you go ahead and light up any of the caves, and make sure you get all the tricky spots too. Bring ender pearls with you so you can get up to high spots like this and get up in these strange little caves that just don't go very far, but they can ruin the efficiency of your farm just by having hostile mobs spawn in there. So make sure that you light up everywhere. Make sure you bring some ender pearls with you. That's a little survival hack. Make sure that you can just get up there really nice and easily on yourself. So it's really easy if you bring ender pearls just like that. And as you can see, I just glitched into the block there because I'm in fly mode, but nonetheless, it's an easy way to get around. Make sure you have a water bucket too. I don't have one in my inventory, but make sure you have a water bucket to get to and from when you're going up and down big areas like that. That's another hack for doing cave lighting. Also, too, to make sure that you get all of the cave lighting, make sure that you get all of it. I'm going to show you a little X-ray glitch here, and this is how you can make sure that you get every single cave lit up. So what you're going to do is you're going to dig a 2-high or 3-high area that's 2 blocks deep. You're going to come to the back side. You're going to turn around. You're going to grab a bed and place it down just like this, in that fashion, like that. You're going to go ahead and place in blocks above the bed, and then you're going to go ahead and sleep in that, but you can only sleep at night, so you're going to need to make sure that it's nighttime. Go ahead and set it to night, and as you can see, we have this X-ray glitch. We can see through the walls into wherever else it is. So, but as you can see, it's going to change it to daytime for me, so we're not going to be able to sleep in the bed. But if you have another player with you that doesn't sleep, it makes it to where you can stay in the bed pretty much indefinitely, and you can actually use your friend to go ahead and navigate for you. So if you're to sleep in the bed just like this, basically what you would do is you go ahead and come down here on the side like this, and just like that big cavern that we saw in front of us, you can go ahead and tunnel there all the way through just like this, making sure that you light up all of your tunnels too. And as you can see, once you use the X-ray glitch, you can get to and from all the caves that you can see in your X-ray glitch pretty easily. And once you get over here, you can do the same thing. Go and do the X-ray glitch again. Just take the bed with you, do it right over here, place your bed in, and go ahead and fill the blocks back in, and then it'll show you where more caves are past this point and into the infinite space of Minecraft. So it'll show you where all of your caves are. You only need to do the local ones around your farm up to 128 blocks from the center point. So that's pretty much it. As long as you have 128 blocks around your farm, all lit up, all the caves are lit up, make sure that you look at your map while you're doing it to make sure that you're 128 blocks away from your farm, and everything within that radius is all lit up. The last thing that you can do to really ramp up the efficiency of your farm, other than lighting, is go ahead and look for your local slime chunks. Inside of your caves, slimes will spawn even if you do light. So if you look inside your slime chunk finder and look for your local slime chunks, and if you're inside of a cave and notice that you're inside of one of those coordinates, go ahead and slab the area that's inside of that slime chunk. You also need to light up around your farm on the surface and make sure that that's taken out to 128 blocks all the way around the farm, that you have lighting all the way around. You also need to grab your glass of choice and go ahead and cover the entire farm so you cannot fall in and no other hostile mobs fall in. The fact is that this farm is only going to have slime balls in it, so therefore you don't need any sorting systems or anything like that in the storage sim or source system. You only need to just have hoppers going right into a chest or whatever storage system of your choice. I have a bunch of shulker box storage solutions that I'll go ahead and include the link on the end screen. There's a bunch of different ways that you guys can go ahead and unload and unload slime balls out of shulker boxes, which is really cool for crafting stations, because you are going to have to craft a bunch of slime balls into slime blocks at some point. So it's kind of awesome. I have everything on that video all laid out there for shulker box storage solutions, so I'll include that link on the end screen. But with that being said, guys, that is the most efficient way to get the most out of a single slime chunk. So with that being said, I hope you guys really did enjoy the video, and if you did, please remember to hit that like button, and if you really liked it, please remember to subscribe, and as always, share this video with all your friends. I'm Broken Bones, and I will see you guys next time.